Hi, thanks for joining Excel Basics. In this video, we're going to be looking at different ways that empty spaces may appear within cells that have values within them. We'll also be reviewing two methods you could use to quickly remove those blank spaces. What we have here is a table containing purchasing data. We have customer ID, category, payment method. But when I click on any cell under column B, such as this one here, and double click, you'll notice that there are succeeding blank spaces. I could click on clothing, I could click on accessories, there are blank spaces. Outerwear, there are blank spaces. Now, this could become a problem if I'm going to be using the VLOOKUP function or other functions, or if I'm going to be doing some data analyses. So I need to be able to get rid of those blank spaces. To do that, for all cells under column B, it's actually very simple. I'm going to go ahead and select all values under column B. Then I'm going to hold Control and H on my keyboard. Under the What field, I'm going to hit the spacebar one time. And then the Replace With field, I'm going to leave it as is. Now I'll hit Replace All. There you go, all done. Now I'll scroll back up and I'll show you really quick. I'm going to double click on clothing. No more spaces. Perfect. It's as simple as that. Now, you may encounter other situations where you have columns such as column C. I'm going to double click. Again, there are empty spaces here. However, we also have the space in between the two words, which we actually want to keep. So how do we remove the succeeding blank spaces without removing this space which we want to keep? Now you might say, well, let's just do the same thing. Well, let me show you what happens if we do the same. Again, I'm going to hit Control H on my keyboard. I'll make sure there is one space here and leave the second field as is. I'm going to hit Replace All and look at that. Sure, the succeeding blank spaces were removed, but we also removed the spaces in between the words, which we don't want. So how do we do this? Well, it's actually very simple. This is where the trim function does its magic. So here I'm going to hit equals, type in trim, and then I'm simply going to select the first cell in that column, close the parentheses, hit enter. Okay, now I'm going to double click on this tiny box here. Then I'll go ahead and copy this entire column and I'll repaste as values. That way the trim function no longer is live within these cells. So now it's just text. Okay, so I'll go ahead and double click here. Look at that. No more empty spaces here. No more empty spaces here, etc. And if we look in between the words, the empty spaces that we did want exist, which is perfect. So those are two methods you could use to quickly remove any blank succeeding spaces from your cells. Well, that's it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and check out my channel for additional Excel tips and tricks. And remember, let's excel together.